What do you guys know about the barber poles? I mean, how hard can this be? Why don't we try to go? Do you have a way to track them? Are they
actually
magical or are they technological? What are they?
you did bring up a good point. We do have a schematic on how to build a cleanse, which I don't believe anyone's ever looked at. So why don't we go and have a look?
Space. We have the schematic on how to build a whole new cleanse, but nobody's looked at it before. And Ralph's like,
Have you guys made copies of this or
wait,
no?
Wait. Hold on. Stop. Just for 1 second.
Yeah.
What other schematics, boxes of mysteries, things laying around do you have?
I pulled out a list and
he pulls it out and goes, and it unfolds.
If you check on Roll20, the zone/storage, there's a bunch of stuff in Biskin Land that you can have a look at. It's all written down there.
It shows the list continuing to unfold as it goes into the next room here. What? Oh, excuse me.
All right. So is there a secure room we could go into here? Can I get some white gloves and can we gently look at the schematic?
I mean, we're in the
Coffee, no ink, no pencils. You know what I
we're
mean?
in the 1860s. Not sure about white gloves, but
Oh yeah, there's gonna be silk gloves in the 1860s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You get them for free when you buy a hot dog in some
I point out the window. See that stone building over there? That's been specifically built for us, for our experiments.
You notice it's right next to a kind of unusually shaped building that's got kind of a lower roof and is a bit wider. And you notice that when somebody opens the door to go in, God damn, if it doesn't look like there's a fucking flying saucer in there. And then they close the door. You're like,
yeah, we have one of those too.
Everybody slowly looks at Freddy, who goes, oh yeah.
It's not mine, it's Doc's. It's his.
The looks the other two are giving you are not happy fun looks.
Can you give us a tour in it?
In the spaceship?
Yep.
Sure, it should be easy to drive, right?
No.
All right.
Actually, I think it still needs to be repaired. If I'm not mistaken. Logan will correct me if I'm wrong.
So do you think we could take a look at those schematics?
Yeah, sure. But you're gonna have to talk to Elwin, because I don't want to tread on his,
All right.
Just ask him for the schematics to the barbershop pole.
Real quick question. Now you told me a bunch of times that if you do something that's kind of out of the norm for an area, it
Yes.
potentially draws attention.
Yes.
All right. So you have a flying saucer parked over there. How much attention does that thing draw?
Well, I don't know why there haven't been any agents, but not much, I guess.
I mean, because if you can figure out why that doesn't draw attention, maybe you can figure out a way to make everything we use not draw attention.
Let me try something. I try to cast a spell.
I mean, I think that would be useful.
Here in this
Is it times one, Logan?
in this room?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me take a look at the thing here.
Pretty sure it's times one.
Right. Which kind of spell?
4 rules.
Right. Roll ×3 willpower roll.
Okay.
Roll the spell.
Okay. Oh, I'll try it again.
You suck.
There we go.
Okay.
I'll blot the information to the two of them.
Oh, in that case, I'll just put it in the clear.
Yeah.
Dunk. For the viewers at home, Cowboy Tech on down, unlimited. Anything above that, you have to roll willpower times 5. Higher Tech and Cowboy will draw agents. Magic times 3 for Chris powered stuff, and other spells times 3 for casts by non-elves. Elves have a higher magic thing. Elves have less problems casting magic, but you're not an elf. You guys have seen at least one elf, because that Elwyn dude's an elf. He's got elf ears and all that shit. He looks like a Lord of the Rings extra hanging out here. Glides around and shit, like all dexterous and everything. Not wounded and beat up like Coben normally is. You guys have been provided with new, used, but very clean clothing. Kind of it's like adventurer clothing, where it's got the extra leather padding on the elbows and knees, and it's made of like sailcloth type stuff, so it's pretty sturdy. It's not particularly attractive, but it's very sturdy, and it's made for like getting gallons of blood splashed on you as you sing a Viking song and swing your two-handed axe.
Actually, wasn't canvas used for clothing in this time period? Pants and things? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah. Canvas, sailcloth, yes, that's what I meant to say. Also, they actually made blue jeans. I think those are only a few years in the future.
Wow, really?
They made blue ones. Yeah, blue jeans have been around for fucking.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, well, they looked a lot worse than
form
fitted or whatever, but better than skinny jeans.
And they actually stayed up above your ass crack too,
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know why.
51.
What was that?
1851.
Yeah. So they've been around for 9 years. Well done, TJ. Take card. So as I said, blue jeans have been around for fucking ever.
So I'll go and try to make my presence known to Elwyn without interrupting
One magical book owned by you goes away.
Right. Since you don't have one, it goes to the group. Ralph doesn't own one, so it goes to Freddy. Freddy, mark one off of the group's books, please.
Yeah, I'll make a note and do it later.
Okay. And right, you go find Elwyn. You wait patiently until he's done. He goes, "Hi, how can I help you? Was it Suede? Right. How may I help you?"
Apologize to interrupt you. I know you're busy, but at earliest convenience, would it be possible to have perhaps like a clean room where I could view the schematics of the clams, perhaps some gloves not to stain it or damage the parchment?
I'll get you some gloves. Did Freddy fucking sent you, didn't he?
It was my idea. He just told me to talk to you because he says you're the one who runs the operation. You know where everything is, and you're a hell of a good guy.
Wow. I'm also one of the only 3 people allowed to access the safe where you guys keep all stuff. So I'll tell you what, I'll meet you over at the, ask him to show you the building we made for the stalwarts.
Excellent.
On the property here.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I'll have that stuff over there soon.
All right.
Right. Later, some other dude arrives, and he's got like scroll tube with the ends clogged and a set of gloves, and he goes, "Here you go." He's human. It looks like he's one of the guys from MMO World who's just helping out, doing shit. He hands it to you carefully and then gives you the gloves, and he goes,
"Thank you.
Anything else you guys need? Food, drink? We've got some."
No, thank you.
Yeah. That's all.
Thank you.
You guys close the door, and you've got all. It's got like everything in here is made for sturdiness, like sturdy tables, sturdy chairs, not especially padded, sturdy. In case you guys get rowdy and shit.
All right. So I gently open it up, put my gloves on, take a look.
It's normal paper and stuff, but what's baffling is it's pretty much like how to build this particular barber shop. And you're like, Now, studying it, here's you don't need to roll for this. Here's the skills that will be needed in order to make a cleanse and other things needed. You'd have to have it. It doesn't have to be all the same person doing it. It could be different people. Since you have architecture, I'm not making you roll unless you need a check in your skill.
Okay.
Metalworking, woodworking, floor tiling, architecture skill, and lastly, roofing skill.
Can you copy paste all those?
Yes. You're also going to need materials worth about 12 gold. And lastly, install a new pole, barbershop pole. Here you go. Here's a copy paste to make it a little
And
easier.
it doesn't mention how to make the pole.
No, it just says, and insert a pole.
I have a barbershop pole.
Really?
You do?
Yeah. So you have a thing here that says storage. Have you ever checked this thing? It's called storage, Freddy. Here at
Yes,
the embassy,
I know we have two.
there's a barbershop pole in it.
Yes, we have two spare ones.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
it's a barbershop pole.
Yeah. I know we have two.
There you go. Right there.
I'm not building it right now. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, there's only two skills that are tricky, the floor tiling and the roofing. Now, of course, you can, hire NPCs for any of this shit. The problem is that the NPCs, despite however good their skill is, they will destroy the entire shop because I roll that badly. Freddy's seen it. It's horrifying.
Mm.
Am I right, Freddy?
It appears, Freddy, someone has stolen one of your barbershop poles.
They have?
I'm only seeing one so far.
Oh, they probably didn't fucking write it down.
Now, if it's gone, it's gone because otherwise we get into gear duplication and somebody may have taken it out. They could have it jammed all the way up their ass right now, for all I know.
All right, so we only have one then.
This would be interesting to you, Ralph.
Pardon?
Enough parts to make 2 attempts at a clean room. Bonus. It provides a bonus. Electronic parts for a hacking device.
Yeah, that's fine.
Kind of cool.
But I need a clean room for that, so can't do it.
All right.
If you ever go to the Hong Kong thing, maybe you'll get a clean room.
It costs a bunch of money, though.
Well, no, but I mean the Hong Kong mod. Who knows?
Yeah.
Open up doors.
I actually have a lot of the skills for that.
Yeah, you do.
Little floor tiling and a little roofing.
You have floor tiling and roofing?
No, that's just my weak spot there.
I was going to say, because
If he did, I'd be really impressed, actually.
carpentry and metalworking.
Yeah. But like I said, you can try to hire whatever NPCs you want. It's just, NPCs.
Do you want to look at the barbershop pole to see if it's just a normal pole, or do you not want to touch that?
Oh, I don't mind looking at it.
That would mean sending somebody back downstairs again, same day.
You might want to ask someone else to do that. Foxy, maybe.
Well, I don't know. I roll this all back. How complicated is this? Would it be pretty easy to duplicate, or create a forging copy or something?
With a successful architecture roll and pens and shit like that, or even a sketching roll, you can completely. I mean, it doesn't seem to be magical blueprints. I mean, I'd accept either an architecture roll because they're always making new plans, or a sketching roll to just churn out duplicate. All you need is paper and, like calligraphy set or whatever, and boom.
Damn it. They banned paper in this realm years ago after the big Great Fire.
No, they got really huge newspapers. Paper's easy to come by here. Really soft, too.
Broadsheets, yeah.
Ooh, wipey paper.
Oh, yeah. They make their newspapers out of nice soft paper, and they sell better.
Do you think it's a good idea? Should we try to make a copy of this, Freddy?
I can sketch it quite easily.
All right. I suggest having the pens and the ink set on one side, the original's on the other side of the room, and that way you don't,
Yeah.
Right next to each other so you can meticulously copy down all the exact stuff. Yeah. You know he's going to fumble and fuck up the original, but, well, we'll see what happens. I mean,
Sure,
it's very precise measurements and stuff.
I'll go find some log paper.
That's easy.
Okay.
Yeah. You go into town, mark off $1. You get a bunch of big pieces of fucking paper and have them rolled up and bring them back. And these two are sitting around waiting for your inspired leadership.
Okay.
In the meantime, while you're doing that, should we have the pole sent for?
Up to you if you want to look at it.
I think we should get the whole structure first before grabbing the pole.
I thought it'd be nice to look at while we're doing this to see what we need
You
to
want
do.
to analyze the pole?
Yeah, just to see what kind of skills or talents, we might
Want me to
need.
go get the pole? I'll go get the pole.
All right.
You send off the new guy who hasn't bothered him yet and who he doesn't hate. He gives you a long look before going, all right, is there anything else you need while I'm down there? He waits patiently. He says, I'm really very busy. I'd rather do it all at once. Yeah? Just that. And are you going to need it put back right away? Is it just I'm pulling it out so you can look at it and then put it back? Mr. Colburn?
What?
Do you need anything else? Says the elf guy. When I go get the fucking pole, do you need anything else out of there?
Oh, I'm not allowed in there?
Oh, God, no. He says, nobody is allowed down there except Joshua McKay because it's his embassy.
Right.
That's his orders, and by gosh, we stick to them.
No problem. Yeah, the pole. That's fine.
And I'm going to need to put it back soon, or are you going to take it away and do stuff with it?
We're going to take it away and do stuff with it.
Great. I'll go get that because I'm really quite busy today, but I'll get that as long as I don't have to put anything else down there again. Now, last chance. Is there anything else that needs to go down when I go down?
This is when
A lot of checkpoints and guards, Colburn, he says. Only Colburn's there, Freddy.
Oh, tell you what. Take the 6 of cups and this empress.
Oh, great. Please make a note make a note on the correct board or let Freddy know and beg him to make
Freddy,
it on the correct board.
give the 6 of cups and the empress to the embassy.
Okay. All right, cool. Hold on.
Cool. He goes off with your cards, comes back with your pole and goes, here you go. Please mark off the pole from inventory. He then goes back to his important, busy duties because he has hundreds of new people to fucking deal with here, and he is busy. Colburn now has 1 barbershop pole in his inventory.
Okay, and I head back to the safe room or whatever that building was where Ralph and everyone is.
Cool. They're still in there. They see the pole when you come in. Would you like to pull a link with the pole?
Let's see, where the hell is that thing? I think it's funny where this one comes from. Hey, Freddy.
Yeah.
Write this down.
Okay.
Clem's barbershop pole. Found
What?
in Cyberpunk.
Okay.
There you
Make sure it gets crossed off of the inventory thing. Oh, you give it to him to keep? Cool. As long as it gets crossed off the original inventory wherever you got it from, TJ.
Not letting me make any adjustments to it.
Well, you need to click edit at the top right.
Oh, edit. What the fuck? Just took me into a new page.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Here we go. Okay.
Just put a 0 next to it in case we need to put it back or something.
Actually, delete it out in case somebody goes, 0, it should be 1. Just delete the line. You can.
Oh, yeah. No worries, Logan. I'm getting rid of this shit. That's why I told Freddy to write it down.
Good man. Yes, he hands you the pole to make you write it down, Freddy, because he knows you're his inspired leader.
And you have to forge us a beachhead on top of old Hong Kong cyberpunk.
Changes have been saved.
Thank
Cool.
you.
Yes, sir.
All right, I put the pole down on the table and look at it.
Easy. Yeah, I'd like to take a look at it, try to see if we could figure out,
It looks like a barbershop pole. It appears to be made out of maybe some sort of plastic or resin. There's no cracks, no lines, no fissures. It just looks like, yeah. I mean, you can't do anything else with the naked eye.
Do I sense any trump from the pole?
No, you do not.
You know what? I'll bet you it's just like a component. In other words, you have to have all the pieces of the puzzle for the whole clems to work.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. Okay. What's my fumble called, Logan?
So much for that fucking pole.
Oh, you just stand there for a while. Anybody who wants to slap Freddy around at a plus 30% to do so for 1 round.
What are you doing with this? Why are you destroying magic items?
He just
Look
stands
at
there.
That item goes bye-bye.
Wow, you got magic item goes bye-bye?
Yeah.
Ooh, which one?
I don't believe you have any magic items, do you?
Oh, I don't know, but no.
All right, then Freddy, please mark off one of the group magic items.
That's a book
I'll make
and a magic item. Awesome.
a note. Hold on.
Thank you, Freddy. Freddy is
You
loving
guys choose that because don't you guys have a whole bunch of like personal cool magic items?
Oh yeah. Well, first it comes. I believe according to a card, first it goes to a person who drew it, and then it goes to the group, and then it goes to a group's stash. Is that correct? What's the card? Could you read the card to me?
Oh, sure. PC who drew the card, this card, all PCs, PC stash,
Right.
consult GM.
Freddy, do you have any magic items on you?
Let me check my inventory. I have a healing potion. That's an old
Wait, no, you guys have one right on the table there that technically Freddy has. The barbershop pole disappears.
No, not getting rid of that. Fuck off.
What?
Oh.
No, that's the one you have on you, unless you have a different magic item.
Oh no, I have a bunch of stuff.
On you. Oh, you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, the anal refreshment.
Let's be honest. Technically, Ralph had that on him.
It
No,
expands.
I have trump cards on me. So,
Oh, okay. Well, your trump cards goes away.
yeah, one of my spare ones just fucked off.
All right, cool. Well,
So now you know that the pole is magical.
Well, it counts as a magic item.
I really thought the barbershop pole was going to fucking roll off the table and shatter for a second there, and then all the PCs go.
Well, eventually you get a pos rated, TJ. Eventually, Freddy will be pos rated.
Just shows Ralph ripping up the plans. Yep, that's it.
All right, cool. So now we know how to handle that.
Yeah, Freddy. Basically, it's a good idea to carry a couple of magic items that you don't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
Hey, Freddy, do you mind if I carry the copy of the Clems? Because I would like to possibly start practicing. Maybe in this town we could just start building one, right? Is there a Clems here already?
Yeah, there is.
What if there's two Clems in the same town? What happens?
That's a great question also.
I don't know.
Well, let's find out.
The universe explodes? I don't know.
Hey, Suede. What if we crossed the poles? I think that's the first thing we should do. Immediately walk that one in and touch it to the other one.
Now, touch your tongue to mine.
Yeah, if you want to do that.
Well,
I have no idea what will happen.
Building a backup one. You know what I mean? As long as it doesn't get the pole, it's not going to be fully active. But this way, it'll give us all of us a chance to start honing our skills to perfect them. I mean, we've got all these guys doing buildings and constructions around us. Why don't we get some of these guys like, hey, who's the best tiler? Who's the best roofer? And let them just keep working on it, you know?
You guys could actually do that on the grounds of the embassy if Elwyn doesn't mind, or because unfortunately Elwyn's in charge while McKay's away.
You got to correct that. You are a leader.
No. Not my embassy. Joshua McKay's embassy.
I look around. Where is this Joshua McKay you speak of?
Yeah, a spooky legend. Why don't you start bribing some officials, get some titles changed, you know? Deeds can be, erased.
You do realize if we did a vote right now from the Australians who are currently present, I know who my vote's going for. I look over at Wade. Who are you voting for?
Freddy.
No. It's not how it works. Sadly.
It shows Joshua McKay somewhere looking around like somebody's walking on his grave. He pulls the pipe out of his mouth and goes, "Thy word." What you gonna do?
So let me just tell you, just while we're talking, the zones I can take you to. I'm not saying you have to go now or anything.
The barbershop sits in the middle of the table ominously.
So there's Cyberpunk, Alien Post-Apocalypse, Voras, Shermer, Illinois, 2000.
Who would want to go there?
Where? Shermer, Illinois?
Yeah.
I can take you there, but gonna be difficult taking you out.
I always wanted to meet Long Doc Dong. No more Yankee the Wanky.
There's the village, which you're gonna hate, so I'm not gonna take you there. There's the North Pole. There's Melwick. The North Pole. There's Melwick.
We need to go there right now.
You know, I've been on the naughty list for like over 300 years. I got to correct this right now.
It's the time. We need to go there.
Maybe you could drive a sleigh.
He at least owes us an explanation for the shitty gifts we've been getting all these years.
I think Santa Claus is currently, if I'm not mistaken, a demon.
Of course he is. That's what we're getting at.
Yeah, we need to go handle that.
No, he's a nice demon, I think.
Yeah, I've been told that a time or two before. Nice.
Come sit on my lap, little boy.
Anyway, there's also Melwick, which is the same as this zone, but the human version of it. So not furry people. Amber, Dino Land, and the Tri-Kingdom.
I don't think I'm ready to go back to Amber.
So those are your choices.
That's a silly place.
Although the pattern's over there, if you want to walk it.
We need it.
What's required to walk it? Is it still very strenuous and physical?
You need muscles.
Logan?
You need muscles. Strong sense of will. And good stamina.
I don't think I'm ready for that one. That's what it used to be like.
It's not that difficult, by the way.
I've seen it kill people.
If you have enough paws, you'll be fine.
I got other uses for those.
Yeah, but if you walk the pattern, I can trump you around everywhere instead of fucking Clems everywhere. Because right now you can't go through Trump.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready for that. Maybe next time.
Do you want to do some research on the bag of holding to potentially, for next time, have a jump on the let's get the painting?
Oh, actually, I lied. There is shit going on in Genovia, although it's getting late enough where I don't know how much time you got. They give you a list of the different zones.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I did that.
Good man. I gave everybody a card because I forgot about something going on in Genovia.
Ah, that freaking stinks. I didn't even know this one was. Man, I wish I knew about this.
What?
That would have been a real interesting twist. I guess I got to throw it out.
What's
Gothic Revival.
Oh, yeah, and throw it out and get a new card for it.
Yeah, that would have been so much fun if I only spoke Finnish.
Wait a minute, what card?
You can spend 10 pas and get an extra vampire ability.
Well, only if you're a vampire.
Yeah. I was thinking about working on that.
Unfortunately, there's problems with becoming a vampire because Logan learned his lesson after the Great Muldoon. Because in order to become a vampire, I'm just going to tell you so that you don't have to suffer needless resurrection. In order to become a vampire, you technically have to die.
Right.
And unfortunately, as soon as you die, things in this game happen that will spirit you away from there. So for PCs, they can never actually become vampires. Maybe other things, but not vampires. Hence, that card gives you a new card instead.
Does anybody have garbage to get rid of? I've got like a full, was it retrieve?
Sure.
That's a nice one.
There you go.
You can just discard it. Or give it to me and I'll discard it.
But if you want me to go on the very quick tour of these zones that you have easy access to in order to collect tarot cards or whatever, yeah, I suppose you could do that, or you just wait and surprise them.
I'm gonna play The Man Has Unexpected Connections. Just get acclimatized to the Tri-Kingdoms zone.
Couldn't get accustomed or acclimatized to the Tri-Kingdom zone. You get acclimatized toward the city you've been in, which is here. That will help.
Sure. I'll do that.
Done.
Up.
We can't actually hear you, you know.
Oh, whoops, sorry. My bad.
We still can't hear you.
Damn it. Alright. Anyway, bag of holding would be in potentially the Tri-Kingdoms, but if it is there, it would cost a lot of money.
Wouldn't it have to have a really big opening? Because wasn't that painting like really huge, like round, and you'd have to have like a bag of gobbling.
You know what? Hold on. Why don't I just take you to the painting?
I've seen it. I drove in the truck with you, remember?
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, yeah. Yes, it would.
Freddy, give me a memory roll, by the way.
I know that cleanse doesn't work.
I wasn't for that, but okay.
Oh.
Good.
Okay, I'll do a memory roll.
Just so I can torture Freddy, because I like to watch him fail his memory.
Made my heart.
Shit. You've only seen one bag of holding so far. I mean, there could be more in the Tri-Kingdoms and Bleakmere. I'm not saying there aren't because but the only one that you actually remember seeing for a long period of time was in the possession of Santa Claus, in the North Pole.
It makes sense. This is great. We get to kill Santa Claus.
Actually, they've already slain Santa Claus.
He's already dead. And Mrs. Claus.
Yes. They tortured her and then killed her. They're bad people.
Now there's a demon Santa Claus or something.
Why don't we go try these? I see you got some like alien weaponry in the locker here. Why don't we go shoot the painting with those and see if it shrinks? Then you could easily carry it.
Those are alien laser weapons.
Good idea.
You mean alien laser weapons?
Right. Maybe they're a shrink ray.
No, they're not.
Hmm.
No.
Wait, is there a place we could go where we could potentially get a shrink ray? Then we don't need the bag.
Drip.
What kind of zone would you think that's in? Magic or tech?
Super tack.
Cyberpunk.
Yes. No, probably more than that. Where'd the spaceship come from?
The sewers.
Of course it did.
The what?
The sewers of disappointment.
Wait, how much have you explored the inside of the ship?
I've never been in it. That's not my
Oh, we're doing that right now.
Not-
I kicked the
Look at
fucking
it.
door open in whatever room I'm in right now, Logan, and head to the ship.
He storms out. What are you two doing?
I follow him.
All right, you guys follow him across. He goes over to the big low building and stuff, and there's people that are sleeping in that building. Some of them are sleeping in the spaceship. And TJ, give me a spot hidden roll. There's a bunch of other miscellaneous shit in here, aside from the people which were trying to sleep when you burst in with clutching a tuba case and wearing a bag.
Success. Oh, and the first thing I do when I open the door to that room is go, get out.
Give me an intimidation roll. And with your spot hidden roll, you see over there a fucking owner's manual for the goddamn spaceship just laying there.
Roll intimidation.
Everybody flees as though demons have suddenly come in.
So we've got a spaceship with an owner's manual, but I can't get anything to teach me how to speak Finnish.
I believe the owner's manual is in English and Chinese and alien.
Fuck yes. All right. We start looking over the manual for where storage compartments or secret storage compartments and or devices that are on board.
It doesn't seem to have any of those devices. However, looking at the owner's manual, you can see various racks for probes and stuff like that. It also, this is looking, when you open the, let's put it this way, when you open the owner's manual, the spine goes like maybe you're the first person to open it and start reading it.
Sure. Yeah, I take time to go over it.
No. You're doing it wrong. Let's start over at the section in Alien so we could work on translating Alien and learning how to use their technology at the same time.
Sure. Hey, Logan, can I do comprehend language?
Yeah. Give me a learn roll for trying to figure out the alien language, and if you make it, I'll tell you what language it is.
Learn roll?
Learn, yeah. Learn times 1. Learn base. Learn.
What about comprehension?
I don't know what skill that is.
You
I'm
mean
trying to use the card that says 25 language comprehension.
Read me the card.
Plus 25 language skill.
Add that onto your learn for the thing.
I got it. Look at that bad boy.
Yeah, Suede knows how to fucking speak. Yeah. Suede, you pick up a new skill. If you don't have a check in learn already, please put one.
Well, I do.
Freddy figures out alien. This I'll tell you the skill name in a second, so you don't need to check.
Plus 25, so that's so
The second box that pops up is where you put in 25.
Oh,
Despite your awesome
it
card.
didn't add 25.
yeah, you would have gotten it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, you made it. Right. I'll pick up new language. Alien parentheses gray, Gray.
Okay.
And you guys breeze through. This ship is set up so that you can go, and it has like a tractor beam type thing that's capable of picking up 1, maybe 2 people, and then it puts them into this container thing that's like a big plexiglass box. And if you load it, it has like these containers that can hold alcohol, so you can spray down whoever's in there with alcohol. It also has some things
so
where you can capture them and stick them so their butt is extended for probing. Freddie, give me a sanity roll as you suddenly realize this may be the same ship that you dealt with in the other.
I know it.
Even worse, Suede
I know.
is inside that tube.
Yes.
Oh, what, sorry.
Sanity roll. Sorry.
Sorry, wrong button. Wrong button.
There too.
Wrong button. Sorry. Do you want me to reroll or stick with the
No,
HP?
I'm happy sticking with that because you're going to make it. It's 1 point if you succeed. It's a D4 if you fail.
What is it towards?
I don't know. What would you put this toward? Realizing that you're in the same ship that Suede was in the thing getting sprayed down and shit?
Paradigm distortion.
Actually, put it toward Aliens Gray. They max at like 12. That way, next time you get in their ship, hold on, cat's yelling.
Cat? Fucking Logan has a cat? How fucking old is Logan now?
Well, then Matt has a cat.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Logan hates cats.
Fuck yeah. Cats are awful creatures. I'm actually kind of shocked he hasn't fucking killed it and eaten it yet.
Oh, believe me, he wants to.
So yeah, this appears to be, if it's not the same ship, it's the exact same kind of ship that Suede got taken up into. I just realized there's a lot in this campaign that has things going into men's rears. That's disturbing to me. Anyway, PJ shakes his head. Suede blushes. Freddy grins. Got it.
Hey, we've all been refreshed.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
So,
you have it. Actually.
unfortunately, this ship is still broken. It requires high-tech parts and lots of work and stuff like that. But, you know, eventually neglect will see it through. It looks as though this ship has been neglected so long, NPCs have
Is
started.
electronics repair the main thing to start getting it up and running?
No, you need like alien tech rolls and all that kind of bullshit.
Now, because we deciphered or figured out what the language is, do we get a check in Alien Gray language?
Yep.
Okay.
And learn.
Nice.
Yeah. Chances are excellent that skill will go up as well.
And also, we need fuel, probably.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be fun.
So forward to yelling, ack, ack, ack.
Exactly. In order to, one of the main things is the battery thing, and only one person so far in the entire campaign world has figured out where special stuff is that makes a much longer lasting battery, which you need.
No, I know what it is.
Tell me.
It's an MMO land where the bird people are.
Take a fucking card. You remembered something. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Special little guy. So there you go. Yeah. The expression on TJ's face, like, we're going to go abduct people and we're going to probe the shit out of them. We're going to get Suede back his own for getting probed. We're going to go around probing aliens. Yeah.
Except those clones, not aliens.
Whichever. As long as you're probing something.
Back to any secret compartments.
No. Not in this ship.
All right. However, after I've looked at the schematics for the ship, are there any spots that look like they would be good hiding places?
No.
No.
It's pretty much the only main things is like small operating room, i.e. probing room, and pilot, co-pilot. And there's no guns or anything on this ship. If you wanted to have like a separate, like the co-pilot would have to stand up and go over and operate the...
For sleeping? Like a fucking submarine? Like the two fucking bunk bed thing going on?
No, there's not even any sleeping stuff in this other than the bedrolls that people left here. According to the owner's manual, this ship normally docks and recharges at something they call the mother ship. And that's where you're guessing they go to sleep. This is like, you're in the equivalent of a TIE fighter made for abducting and probing people, basically.
Awesome.
But unlike those TIE fighters, this one can't, like, pretty much you're stuck on this planet. unless you go, let's see how long this fuel really lasts. Not long
Sure.
enough is the answer.
Hey, Freddy, can you scrub down that operating room? Use that for your clean room?
Logan?
Yeah, not really. No, there's aside from other people using this to sleep in, which is awkward for any clean room.
Well, hey, question.
Plus,
How
parts
safe-
of the ship are
How
missing.
safe is that compartment it sucks people into?
Not big enough for what Freddy's wanting. Not big enough to actually work anything. It's pretty much like a coffin.
Okay, fair enough.
Just big enough to flip them up, get them legs spread, go forward, probe the shit out of them, back they go, spray them, and then.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, this ship requires a lot of work and stuff. It'll be one of those projects the PCs work on for a bit, along with building something called a Death Star.
Hey, TJ, I'll
Mhm.
bet you $1 they finish this before they get rid of the ice tower.
Oh, yeah,
Probably.
Harsh,
for sure.
harsh.
Probably.
But only after water starts leaking into this realm from the completely flooded water world.
Hmm. It's amazing. I love how many different things there are to find out about. Getting like the very, very skimming briefing that Freddy gave you is like, here's 82 different things to worry about. Happy days.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yep.
shall we go ahead and do end of mission card play and stuff?
Sounds great.
Yep.
All right. Everybody, please, or does anybody have any cycling cards first off?
Cycling, like clogged reed.
Refilling.
It's my instant hero I have.
Play that instant hero, white boy.
Yay.
If it's instant hero, you can play that anytime. You don't have to clogging greed. You gotta wait till the very, very end of card play.
I'm very tempted to do it. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to. All right, so I have to wait for that until.
Yeah.
That.
So
All right, so let me
first
do it.
up, discard anything you don't want to hang on to for the end of mission refill.
Can I do the hero rating NPC?
What's a victory do?
No, Freddy. We're at the end of the thing. The victory, hang on to that like glue if you can. Real quick before I end the recording, does anybody have anything to say to the studio audience? Freddy, go.
Normal mod, he says. Not a prestige mod. Sure.
No.
So,
yeah,
go around.
TJ.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Ralph.
Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you guys again.
And TJ.
End of game card play. This is when the PCs think something good's going to happen, but ultimately it's a lot of chances to pull a red card, which will fuck everyone.